Hello everyone. In this session, we'll be starting chapter number 5 of Accountancy Part 2, which is Accounting Ratio. Now, what is ratio? As we know, ratio is relationship between two figures expressed in arithmetical terms. For example, if A is having rupees 20 with him and B is having rupees 40 with him. So to find out the ratio between these two, we will write it as 20 is to 40. We can divide it by 2. Again. So the ratio of amount of B is having is twice the amount of A. We can express it as 1:2. So we have expressed these figure in terms of ratio. So ratio between A and B is 1:2. So now accounting ratios are classified into 4 categories. First is liquidity ratios, then solvency ratios, third is activity or turnover ratios, and the last one is profitability or income ratios. So there are 4 categories of ratio: liquidity ratios, solvency ratios, activity or turnover ratios, and profitability or income ratios. So we will learn these types of ratios one by one, starting with liquidity ratios. So the first type of ratio is liquidity ratio. Liquidity ratio is calculated to know the ability of the firm to meet its current liability. लिक्विडिटी रेशियो क्यों कैलकुलेट किया जाता है? ताकि हमें फर्म की कैपेबिलिटी पता चले कि क्या वो अपनी करंट लायबिलिटी को मीट करने में कैपेबल है या नहीं है. फॉर दैट पर्पस लिक्विडिटी रेशियो इज कैलकुलेटेड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ अ फर्म वांट्स टू टेक शॉर्ट टर्म लोन फ्रॉम द बैंक, द बैंकर्स विल स्टडी द लिक्विडिटी रेशियो ऑफ द firm, because liquidity ratio tells about the ability of the firm to meet its current liability. So on the basis of liquidity ratio, bank will provide loan to the firm. Now, liquidity ratios include current ratio or working capital ratio and quick ratio or asset test ratio or liquid ratio. So current ratio is also known as working capital ratio, and quick ratio is also known as asset test ratio and liquid ratio. Now, current ratio's objective is to measure the ability of the firm to meet its current liability within 12 months. So here current ratio is calculated so that we can know the ability of the firm to meet its current liability within 12 months. Within 12 months. Second is 2:1 is considered as idle ratio. सो करंट रेशियो क्यों कैलकुलेट किया जाता है? ताकि हमको फर्म की एबिलिटी का पता चले कि वो अपनी करंट लायबिलिटीज मीट कर सकता है या नहीं, बट विद इन द टाइम ड्यूरेशन ऑफ 12 मंथ्स. एंड 2:1 इज कंसिडर्ड एज आइडल रेशियो फॉर करंट रेशियो. नाउ सेकेंड इज क्विक रेशियो. सो ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ क्विक रेशियो इज टू मेजर द एबिलिटी ऑफ द फर्म टू मीट इट्स करंट लायबिलिटीज इमीडिएटली और विद इन अ मंथ. सो क्विक रेशियो क्यों कैलकुलेट किया जाता है? जिससे कि हमें फर्म की एबिलिटी का पता चले कि वो कितना केपेबल है अपनी करंट लायबिलिटी को मीट करने के लिए. लेकिन वो करंट लायबिलिटी या तो इमीडिएटली मीट कर सकती है या फिर विद इन अ मंथ. एंड 1:1 इज कंसिडर्ड एज एन आइडल रेशियो. 1:1 क्या है? क्विक रेशियो का आइडल रेशियो कंसिडर किया जाता है. नाउ फॉर्मूला फॉर कैलकुलेटिंग करंट रेशियो इज करंट असेट अपॉन current liabilities, and formula for calculating quick ratio or asset test ratio or liquid ratio is liquid asset upon current liabilities. Now, as we know, current assets are the things which can be converted into cash within 1 year, or we can say within 12 months. So current asset includes current investments, short-term investment, marketable securities. Then inventories means stock. Inventories excluding loose tools, stores and spares, which means while calculating current ratio and considering current asset, we will not consider loose tools, stores and spares. Third is bills receivable and sundry debtors. Sundry debtors less provision for doubtful debts. So while writing sundry debtors, we will subtract provision for doubtful debts from debtors. And bills receivable and sundry debtors are also termed as trade receivables. We can also say trade receivables. Trade receivables include bills receivable and sundry debtors. Next is cash in hand, cash at bank, checks or draft in hand. All these are considered as current asset. Short-term loans and advances and other current asset. Other current asset restricted to prepaid expenses, accrued income and advance tax, which means we will consider other asset but except prepaid expenses, accrued income and advance tax. Now, what are current liabilities? Current liabilities means the amount due for the period of 12 months, which means we have to pay to the creditors or other person from which we have taken credit or debt within a period of 12 months. Now, current liabilities include bank overdraft, which is short-term borrowings. As we know, bank overdraft means when the withdrawal amount is greater than deposit amount. For example, if the withdrawal amount, deposit amount in a bank account is 10,000 and we have withdrawn rupees 15,000 from the bank, so 5,000 amount will be bank overdraft. So bank overdraft means when the withdrawal amount is greater than deposited amount. Next is bills payable and sundry creditors. It is termed as trade payables also. Then short-term provision for tax, interest accrued on borrowings, income received in advance, outstanding expenses, unclaimed dividends, calls in advance, current maturities of long-term debts. So all these are considered as current liabilities. So while calculating current ratio, we will include in current liabilities all these terms. Now, liquid asset means these are the assets which can be converted into cash very quickly. We can say immediately or within 3 months. That is known as liquid asset. Now, liquid asset includes all the current asset except inventory and prepaid expenses are included in liquid asset. So, all the current assets are included in liquid asset except inventory and prepaid expenses. Now, why inventory is not included in liquid asset? As we know, inventories means goods remaining at the end of the year. So, we are not sure whether the goods we have purchased will be sold within 2 months or within 1 month. That is why inventory is not recorded in liquid asset, because liquid asset, according to liquid assets, these are the assets which can be converted immediately into the cash or within 2-3 months. And we know inventory cannot be converted into cash within 2-3 months. It may take up to 5-6 or up to 12 months. Now, prepaid expenses is also not included in liquid asset. Why? Because prepaid expenses are the expenses which we pay in advance and its benefit is received in future. So that is why benefit received in future, that means we can get the benefit from prepaid expenses after 1 month or 3 months or 6 months. It is not clear. That is why we will not include prepaid expenses in liquid assets. Now, liquid assets includes current investment, bills receivable and debtors, which is also known as trade receivables, cash in hand, cash at bank, short-term loans and advances. So it should be clear that while calculating quick ratio, we consider liquid asset. Quick ratio's formula is liquid assets upon current liabilities. So in liquid assets, we include all the current assets except inventory and prepaid expenses. So in this session, we have learned about the accounting ratio first type of ratio, which is liquidity ratio. So we have understand the concept of liquidity ratio, current ratio and liquid ratio. In the next session, we'll continue with solving some practical question based on liquidity ratio. That's all for today. Thank you.